Alright, so today we're going to read a creepypasta called Scooby Audio. By the way, this is in Spanish, so I had to translate it really quick. Alright, here we go. A while back, I bought an old laptop of mine back to life. It was crappy, but I used it for a long time and I used it again, bringing me quite a bit of nostalgia. I played a lot of games here, the typical games that someone with a crappy PC would play, like old games and mostly emulators. Once I turned my laptop on, the first thing I did was check the save games from the emulators. I was already halfway through Super Mario 64 in the crash game. I got stuck on a really hard part. Apparently I had already completed Paper Mario. There was one game I didn't remember. It was Scooby-Doo Classic Creepypastas. Scooby-Doo sounded like something interesting to play tonight, especially considering how bad the franchise was. Seeing something from when it was good will be great. I actually noticed the game was called Scooby-Doo Classic Creepypastas from the title screen of the game. Files was simply called Scooby-Doo. The game was running normally. I started to remember the game a bit, but I have the feeling that I stopped playing it pretty much out of the blue. Don't remember why. I think it was a bug in the ROM. There I was playing as Shaggy. Apparently a car caught fire or something like that. The game now showed us the burning car while Scooby and Shaggy looked at it. Don't know why, but at that part of the audio disappeared. I assumed at that moment there was an emulator error. I decided to record when something strange happened, and then the audio came back, but it didn't sound right. It sounded like when something is going slow. Why? I know this laptop is bad, but not so much that it'll become slow with a simple emulator. I approached the cart once more. There was still an item to pick up. I assumed that this is way I would be able to advance in the game, but the item was wrong too, apparently. It was like this image wasn't loading, right? I didn't know. I decided to continue, probably a ROM or an emulator error, although it's rare that it only happens in this game. I found another item. Apparently this one wasn't buggy. It was to put out the car fire, and it worked. I put it out. After that, the game allowed me to go to another place. Things just went from buggy to completely weird. The image went black and Shaggy appeared saying something about the car. Probably this was a transition to the next place in the game to explore, but that just didn't happen. I just stood there paralyzed in complete silence. But it wasn't silence. You can hear distinguish that soft sound of silence in the audios and videos, right? Well, that's what you could hear. Really, there were an audio in that part that was completely silent. I couldn't do anything. I pressed all the keys, but it just didn't respond. The background noise became louder and louder. The sound was very obvious now. What was this sound? I heard something I didn't make out at the time, but I didn't have time to think about it. The game just went off. I was so confused when my confusion increased. When I reviewed the video, I noticed something in the sound of that paralyzed part. It was a voice, or it so seems that I didn't know. Draw your own conclusions. I did some research on this, but there was just nothing about what happened to me. This hasn't happened to me before, and now I remember everything well now. The ROM had a bug and would crash, but not at the part where the game crashes now. The voice was female, right? I can't quite make out what she's saying, but it seems like one of the words she's saying is fear, or so I think. The ROM might be modded, but then why did it only happen that one time? Yeah, seriously, once I played again, what I experienced didn't happen again. I remember that I downloaded the ROM from some random ROM site. This can't be the case. It's a mystery I couldn't solve, probably a weird Easter egg, but I don't think so. I mean, come on, it's a Nintendo 64 game. I analyzed what happened for a while, and the situation was strangely familiar. Then I remembered something, and things came together. Why exactly that place and the voice? It's hard for me to believe that something like this is happening to me, but I can't deny it. I was carrying the laptop that day. It's something very personal that I don't want to mention, but yes, this was a real experience, and the truth is, I still don't know who that voice is. I still don't believe who that voice really is. What? Okay, I'm sorry, but I butchered that last line. I still don't believe that voice is who I think it is. Sorry about that, but anywho, that was so fucking weird. Like, not weird. I thought, like, when I saw the pictures and shit, I thought that was, like, I didn't read it yet, because I don't like to read it. I like to have my first experience, whatever, when I do read these creepypastas. But it was, like, really, really hard to read. I was just struggling on it so hard. Like, I mean, it is translated, so mostly Google probably fuck up some words, but I can't really say if it's bad writing or not writing, but, like, if it's bad spelling or not. Not sure, but can't really say. It is Spanish translated. Alright, but anyway, so this is really good, like, the pictures and everything. Like, they look pretty fucking good. Like, yeah, and then Shaggy says, "Hey, that truck is on fire. Maybe we should do something." And then it's just quiet, and Scream was alone again. Yeah. Found an invoice, and then we put out the fire, but the driver is gone. So he basically just downloaded maybe it was like a virus, maybe. I have no clue, but yeah. So he downloaded an emulator of a game that he forgot that he played this game, I guess, or something. It's kind of weird, and it became black. I don't know if this is really creepy. It doesn't feel creepy. It just feels kind of weird. And then he says it's a real experience. You know, okay, man. Anywho, I don't know what I can rate this creepypasta. It's not like it's bad. It's just really not creepy, which is supposed to be creepy. It has some potential to be creepy, but then it started going off the rails, and like later on, it just doesn't. It's something very personal. I don't want to mention. Like, shut the hell up. Oh god. I'll just rate it a 4 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, 4 out of 10 feels right. Like, I like the pictures and detail and shit. That's really good, but everything else, like not the writing, but like fucking him talking about like some fucking Super Mario 4, saying the same Scooby-Doo Creepy Capers like 20 fucking times. Like, I get it. I fucking get it, alright? And then wait, so then he goes into a dark room as Shaggy progresses the game. And then, yeah, he found an item, and he put out the fire, and then he was able to go into this black room or something. And he just stopped playing. The fuck? Alright. Oh yeah, okay, he got an error. Okay. But yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it was kind of creepy, but not really. Anyway, 4 out of 10, so hope this creep you out and shit like that. I don't fucking know.